Hello everyone, we are back here at A Game Showcase at VGLX. I have my next developer. How are you doing today?
Hi, I'm doing great. How are you?
Good, thank you. Would you like to introduce yourself, what your studio is, and what you guys are displaying today?
Yeah, absolutely. My name is Lex. I'm a founder, CEO, and creative director of a KXR Studio. Our studio working this year on a new VR IP title. It's called Archer Virtual Realms.
Awesome. And then what's kind of like the overall storyline of the game?
Like the studio started as a service provider, so we work with many local studios here in Toronto, and then we start growing, work internationally, and because like we start providing more and more services, we started as an art department, let's say that, external department, and now we're doing like programming, we're doing sound design, and more and more and more, like full production. We're like, why we don't start our own game? Right?
And now you're here.
Here we are.
And what made you decide to delve into VR versus a general game?
Yeah, there was many reasons for that, I would say. So the like when we talk with the team, what kind of game we want to create, and what it's going to be about, what the setting, what the genre, because like we all playing many games, different genres, everything. We were discuss. There was crazy idea like let's start to do MMORPG. I'm like, I'm a fan of MMORPG, but guys,
that's a big project.
Yeah, we have to be realistic. Like we're a small indie team, it's almost impossible for us to do that right now. But I'm gonna think about it. Maybe we'll figure out something like the strategy how to do that, even with a small budget. But anyway, the archery is something that we all love. And like I personally playing archer class in any game if it's available. So and the archery in VR is is natural. You physically hold the bow, you have your arrow, you aim as in real life, right? And you just shoot, and it's the mechanic of the shooting from the bow in VR is so cool itself. So it's like okay. Plus, we have done several projects for VR before. Like we have been work with FIFA 2022 in Qatar. We have been work with NASA on a Steam spacewalk VR in co-production with Omniverse Studio and Occupied VR. So like we kind of know how to make VR, how to optimize for VR, how to make games for VR, what the difference between VR, PC, and mobile games. Alright, so there was like many reasons, and let's do archery game, but let's make it like with a twist, because there was already some games, archery type games on VR market. What is going to be the difference between that games and our game? Yeah.
And so what came first? Was it really like we wanted the archer game, or did the storyline kind of form itself first?
I would say it's kind of naturally developing as because part of the team artist, part of the team like more about like story and lore and the world itself, and you're never able to make a really nice world if you have no story in mind, right? Even if you have a house, let's say like simple asset or barrel, like you have to like kind of for artists, it's important to understand the story of this asset. Was it damaged before? Was it like, is it old? What kind of, aesthetic it has? Is it like sci-fi, cartoony, whatever. So like before starting to making the game, you have to be clear about the setting, the world, the story, everything. And at the same time, we have like programmers who's focusing on game mechanics, right? We have a ball that's shooting. Cool. What else? What we can add? How to make this game more interesting than just shooting from the ball, right? So it's kind of pipeline goes like this: one department working on the art, one department working on the mechanics. Like I'm usually more involved in all together. So, yeah.
And so there's like goblins you could shoot off. How many like different creatures and scenarios are within the game? Yeah.
So right now we like in our playable demo that we demonstrate today, showcasing, we have one level. It's also in a public demo. So there are. Let me count. We have goblins, but we have different goblins, and we have different phases of the goblin. So you kill the goblin, there we have a we call it necro druid, who's restoring them, and then became like zombie goblins.
Oh man.
And we have like 3 types of zombie goblins, like they like full of mushrooms, kind of corrupted. So there is like 2 types of mushroom, and the first one is coming. It's like has no head, no hand. It's like almost the progression is so big that he's almost like a mushroom himself.
And how did the design process go for like that kind of character arc?
Yeah. So it came from the story again. So we like trying to make a rich lore for this world, and kind of not just like. I'm personally a fan of fantasy. I really like all the books that are available right now. I can say all of them, but a lot, right? Like I was growing on a Tolkien, like I like Chronicle of Shannara's, Forgotten Realms, right, and more and more and more. So yeah, that's kind of we trying to build the story first, and based on that story, we designing the character and how they looks like. So for example, you can notice that our characters have dynamite, or maybe there is like a backpack that looks like military bag, like nowadays military bag, and you why it's a fantasy game, or what's going on? And I don't want to spoil the story for sure of the game, but during the progression you will understand the story of this world and why we see some things that for the first glance not belong to this story, like our archer has a wristwatch and it's like technically like sci-fi. Why?
Okay, so there's a little bit of mystery there too.
Yeah, like I don't want to spoil much, but like a little spoiler is that the settings is actually a future. It's not just a fantasy, it's like future, and the world after a huge apocalypse, like the nuclear war.
Okay,
so
very cool.
it's like you never say that when you see that trailer that we showed. It's a kind of announcement trailer, right? But in the future, it's gonna like develop more. We're planning to make 3 more levels.
Oh, very cool.
Before release.
And now, when you are creating these levels, does the VR effect add like a whole new layer of complexity to designing games?
Yeah, like we have been working on PC games, console games, and mobile games, and VR games. And I would say that VR games always brings more challenges because it's pretty innovative, but at the same time it's beneficial because we are able to create absolutely new mechanics that never done before us. It's complex, especially about optimization. But I don't want to like throw lots of technical words right now. But like it's hard to make, and also like how you interact with the world, it's fully 3D, like 360. It's the scale looks different, and it's just feels in other way, and also it's placed other way because like you interact with your hands with everything, like for example, one of the mechanics when we have like goblins with dynamite that throwing in a player. So like what the reaction it gives you, like you trying automatically, like you don't think it's just a muscle memory.
Like, yeah.
You either do like this or you try to catch it.
Yeah.
And you would be surprised you can catch the dynamite in our game and throw it back. Right?
I love that.
Yeah. We also in the latest build we added like a shield on your hand, so you can either catch the dynamite or cover yourself or pull it back.
Oh, okay.
So, and all of these mechanics, they're available only because it's VR. I mean, like, we can, in PC build, we can do pretty much same, but it's going to be like 3 buttons or something, and it doesn't feel as much natural as in VR.
Very cool. And then how long did it take you guys to kind of choose like this kind of art style?
Not long. I was like, when we think about how we're gonna make and etc., it was more dictated by the meta technical request to be published there. So, like for example, we have the most famous VR game, Alex Half-Life, right? Which just looks like AAA and good, and we can create that look for sure, but that means like it's possible to publish on meta, but it's like days and months of the optimization. It's super hard. At the same time, when we create this kind of cartoonish style, it's easy to optimize first, and the secondary is that during the years, and we hope this game gonna be popular not just a couple of days but years, the cartoonish style never became old. So you like, let's say I'm playing like old games with this style, and when I like playing on new computer, they look still cool, right? Because it's artistic, it's attractive.
It's stylized
Yeah,
a
it's
choice
stylized.
for sure. Now, for anyone who wants to like support the game, go try it out. Tell us where we could find you, how we could support it.
Oh yeah, for sure. So obviously on the events, we're showcasing. We have been showcasing the whole summer. It's already fall, and we keep showcasing. We have a Discord, so please join. We are doing pulse tests. Like there's a bunch of stuff for Discord members that's only in Discord. So we're doing tests, like pulse tests. Often we doing we have an open development, so we discuss a lot. Like we create new creature. It goes to Discord. We discuss like, do you like it or not?
I
like
love that.
Some mechanics, you know, like okay, we have an idea. What do you think about that? You know, and like the community help us to develop the game. Like even like today, I got a couple of cool ideas that tomorrow gonna be implemented in a game. So. Yeah.
Very cool. We will be sure to wishlist the game on Steam.
It is on Steam, yeah, it's available for the wish list on Steam, and I hope we will be able to publish the demo on Steam as well. I can't say exact date yet, but it's coming.
Oh, great. Thank you so much for chatting with us today.
Thank
and
you.
we are going to go into a break, so see you guys in a little bit.